Hi. Right now we're going to talk a little bit about ash at the WD warehouse, specifically northern white ash. And ash is by far and away one of my favorite species of woods. The reason that I find it such a wonderful species is primarily two aspects to it that make it unique. One is its grain of wood, which I'll show you some pieces. I'm going to show you this piece right here. I pulled this out of a random sample box, but this was in there. And here you can see sort of that wonderful grain that you see here, and that's very unique to ash. See, it sort of cathedrals up. So what's what we would call cathedraling up like that within the piece, and that is very important. In terms of understanding the grain nature of ash. This ash piece here, this is in our conservation grade here. You can see the small knots, and ash is a great character floor. It's a great floor with respects to character because of its grain and its color variation. In the select, you'll also get some color variation. For example, here are a few pieces of select. We do not select out color in ash is not an issue with regards to our grading on ash. Unlike hard maple, for example, where we grade by color. In ash, we do not separate out. For example, you see the little heartwood here in our select? You're going to get that. And, but you also get this wonderful grain to it. Now, in the natural, it's really quite a beautiful wood, but what's unique about ash is the ability to stain it. I'm going to show you some samples of some stained ash. This is a stained ash that we have here. This is in our pre-finish. It's a 5-inch, and we do this in our conservation grade as well. And you can see, I think you can see it a little bit. If you look, what we've done is we've done a very light wire brush on this floor, and then we finished it with our hard coat finish. This is a sort of a specialty product that we make, and so what it does is it sort of that wire brushing lifts out the sort of the softer cambium from the floor, and provides you with sort of a neat texturing to it. And here you can see where you got some color variation within the board. But because ash takes stain so well, what you've done is you just sort of blended it a little bit without actually really, and making the floor just a little bit more uniform, but still keeping that sort of dynamic color variation within that piece. I think it's an absolutely beautiful product. Now I'm going to show you a rather dramatic floor that we also do. We call this provincial. It's a very dark stain that we do in ash. And this is it. It's nearly like an ebony color. But the reason that I want to show it to you, I'm going to bring it right up to the camera so you can get a good look at it. What you get is this sort of translucence and this dimensionality to it, so that you can really pick out the grain still within that dark finish. And that's because ash takes stain so well that the stain sort of just, you know, bleeds into all the right places in the wood. And you end up with this really rather interesting floor that is stained dark, but yet but you know well that it's wood. And I think that that's important, because so often with